Gaming. Is it really helping or hurting us? I mean, it can make you feel like you're on top of the world while you're playing. And then afterward, it's like, wait, why do I feel kinda meh? Turns out, the connection between gaming and mental health is more complicated than we thought. Let's be real, gaming is everywhere. Whether it's a quick game on your phone, an epic multiplayer battle, or a full weekend binge session, gaming has become a huge part of modern life. But here's where things get complicated. Some people say gaming is a fun escape, a great way to unwind. Others say it's addictive, isolating, and even harmful. It's become so polarizing. On one hand, you've got those who say gaming is this amazing, immersive experience that builds skills and connects people. On the other hand, there are experts warning about how it can ruin relationships, careers, and even mental health. And to make it even more confusing, you've probably felt both sides, right? Maybe one day gaming helps you chill out, but another day, it feels like it's draining your energy. So, which is it? Is gaming making us happier, more connected? Or is it leading us down a dangerous path of isolation and addiction? Well, like most things, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Games can be both good and bad for your mental health depending on how and why you play, and that's what we're here to figure out. Think about it for a second. Why do we play games in the first place? For a lot of people, it's about escaping stress, passing the time, or just zoning out for a while. And sometimes it really works. There's something so satisfying about finishing a level, winning a match, or completing a difficult quest. But there's this other side to it too. Sometimes, after a long gaming session, instead of feeling relaxed or happy, you end up feeling kinda empty. It's like you lose track of time, hours fly by, and you're not even sure you're having fun anymore. And honestly, I've been there. It's this strange mix of both feeling great while playing and then wondering why you don't feel better after you're done. That's where it starts to get tricky. It got me thinking, what's really going on behind the scenes? So, what's actually happening in our brains when we game? Well, here's where things get interesting. Gaming activates something called the reward system in the brain, which is basically your brain's way of saying, hey, this feels good, keep doing it. Every time you get a win or achieve something in a game, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical that makes you feel pleasure. It's like a little hit of happiness every time you level up, beat a boss, or get that epic loot drop. And it feels amazing. Who doesn't love that dopamine rush? But here's the catch. The more we play, the more we want to keep getting those hits of dopamine. It's like eating one potato chip, you just want more. The problem is, this reward system is also the same one that's involved in addiction. And if we're playing games for hours on end, day after day, the brain starts to crave that stimulation more and more. It can make us start to feel less pleasure from other things in life, like hanging out with friends, exercising, or even doing hobbies that used to make us happy. Alright, quick pause. If you're still with me, and this is making you think about your own gaming habits, or if you're learning something new, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps get this message out to more people. And while you're at it, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Trust me, we've got a lot more interesting stuff coming your way. Okay, let's keep going. But hey, it's not all bad news. Gaming isn't just this negative thing. It can actually have some really great benefits too, especially when we're mindful about how we play. For one, gaming is an amazing way to connect with people. Think about it. How many times have you bonded with friends over a game? Whether it's a competitive match or just exploring a virtual world together, gaming builds these unique shared experiences that bring people closer. And during tough times like the pandemic, games like Animal Crossing and Among Us gave people a way to stay connected when we were all stuck at home. Gaming can also be a way to reduce stress and even practice mindfulness. I know, that might sound strange, but certain types of games, like puzzle games or story-driven games, can actually help calm your mind. It's kind of like meditating, but in a more engaging way. In fact, studies have shown that gaming can improve problem-solving skills, memory, and even cognitive flexibility. It's not all just button mashing. But let's get real. There's a flip side to all of this. Sometimes, Gaming stops being a fun escape and starts becoming an escape from real-life problems. It can be tempting to use gaming to avoid dealing with stress, school, work, or even relationships. It's easy to get sucked into a virtual world where you feel in control and can avoid everything else that's happening, and that's where it can start to become harmful. When gaming becomes your main way to cope with tough emotions or real-life challenges, it can start to affect other areas of your life, your mental health, your relationships, your responsibilities. I've seen it happen, and it can feel like you're trapped in a bubble where everything outside the game feels overwhelming or unimportant. Okay, so what's the takeaway here? It's all about balance. Here are a few tips to make sure your gaming habits are actually supporting your mental health, not hurting it. Set time limits. Make sure gaming isn't the only thing you're doing in your free time. Use timers or reminders to keep your sessions in check. You could even try setting a goal to do something active or social after a certain amount of gaming time. Pay attention to how you feel. After a gaming session, check in with yourself. Do you feel better, more relaxed? Or do you feel drained and stressed? If it's the latter, maybe it's time to take a break and see how you feel after stepping away. Mix it up. Try playing different types of games. Some can be great for relaxation, while others can be mentally stimulating. Variety can keep gaming fun and prevent burnout. Socialize while you play. If possible, play games with friends or communities where you can connect with people. Gaming can be a great way to build relationships, but don't let it replace real-world interactions. At the end of the day, gaming isn't just good or bad, it's all about how we use it. Whether you game to relax, to connect, or to challenge yourself, the key is to find a healthy balance. Remember, video games should add to your life, not take away from it. So go ahead, enjoy your games, but keep an eye on how it's affecting your mind and well-being. You've got the control, literally and figuratively. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends. Let's start a conversation about mental health and gaming that goes beyond stereotypes. See you in the next one.